The most famous and most awesome monsters in cinematic history might be going toe-to-toe for the first time in 50 years. Deadline reports that Legendary Pictures is teaming up with Warner Brothers to produce their new King Kong movie called Kong Skull Island. This may not sound like that big of a deal, except that Legendary also partnered with Warner Brothers on last year's Godzilla reboot, and the deal means that the two monster franchises could cross over in the next few years.
Let them fight.
Deadline claims that the two studios plan to do just that after Kong Skull Island and the next Godzilla solo movie arrive. They're due in 2017 and 2018 respectively, which means a King Kong vs. Godzilla movie will likely arrive in the next 4 or 5 years. This won't be the first time the two heavyweights have gone head-to-head. The Japanese-produced King Kong vs. Godzilla was released back in 1962. It looks like Star Wars is taking a page from the Marvel playbook. The highly anticipated new film, The Force Awakens, is rumored to have a Marvel-style post-credits scene that will tease the next Star Wars movie, the spin-off film, Rogue One. A brief teaser for the film was shown to attendees at the Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, but hopefully this will offer a little something extra. Disney has long touted its intentions to expand the galaxy far, far away with multiple interconnected films and TV shows, which has already turned their Marvel Cinematic Universe into a money-making juggernaut. It all begins when The Force Awakens hits theaters on December 18th. Some Titan-size entertainment in the rundown today, and I've brought my Titan-sized friend out here. With his flappy little Godzilla arms. What are you going to do with those arms, Godzilla?
I don't know. I'm going to just try to reach buildings and pick up that guy. I'd like to get him if I can. No, listen, I love Godzilla. But I think it's very challenging to make a giant monster special effect movie at this point. The special effects are so powerful that you look at these giant things that are being destroyed and you see these giant monsters and you're like, all of this is just animated. Like there is a part of you that's not sort of carried along on the wave of excitement that these giant monster things should have. I don't know about Skull Island. I don't know if I need to see any more King Kong. I've seen great King Kong movies through the years, going all the way back to the original. I've seen great Godzilla movies through the years, going again all the way back to the original. I don't know if I need more going forward. Do you think we need more?
They're fun. I mean, because I love Pacific Rim, and I think that kind of took it in a cheesy type of direction and a cartoony type of direction. It just was so over the top and
what about this? Godzilla, King Kong versus Pacific Rim robots.
They're all under the Legendary umbrella.
All three of them.
And I know that Guillermo del Toro would love to make that happen.
And I think that's what they got to do. I don't think they can just sort of say, well, just going to give you one big monster, now one over here, and now maybe those two fight. Let's bring them all together. Let's see them all fight now. That's what I want.
They are crafting the mega universe, which seems to be the movement of the day in Hollywood. And speaking of which, that's obviously what Disney has afoot here with the new expanded Star Wars movie universe that they've got. Do you want a teaser at the end of it for what's coming in Star Wars?
If the teaser is this, two Ewoks kissing. I need to see stuff that I want or that I feel like I need from a storytelling standpoint. For sure there's more. There's always more. But I don't know if it's stuff I want.
Well, this is cool, though. I mean, Rogue One is stuff that's hinted at in the very first Star Wars film from 1977, and it's just something that we've imagined. Now we get a sense of how these rogues are going to go out and get the Death Star plant. I think the cast that they've assembled is fantastic, and I like the director and the sort of early imagery. I'm excited as hell. I think this is going to be really fun. I think I may be excited enough for the both of us to have a good time, so don't you worry, my friend. Right now we got to check in on another blast from the past. Heroes are reborn.
The Rundown is brought to you by EB Games.